It is day 21, brave, brave yogis. I wore my fun suit because today is the day you are going to lose your aversion to inversions. But first, before that, we're going to turn on our legs and our arms in a little mock handstand moment. So grab a block, take it overhead and put it between your hands and stand really tall all the way up to the ceiling and squeeze that block. All right, just where we started, wrap your triceps forward, roll your biceps back, squeeze the block and hug your outer arm bones in like you've never hugged them into the midline before. And then sneak that block between your upper thighs, squeeze it well. Everything you know about squeezing to the midline, reach your arms back up and squeeze an imaginary block. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the block between your legs, lengthen your tailbone, zip your navel towards your spine, lift your quads up, and then simply turn your palms forward, flex your palms to the ceiling, look up, voila, handstand. Fiercely push the ceiling away from you. Turn on your belly, turn on your legs, and stand on the sky. Hands to your heart, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Clear out your mouth. Open your eyes, bend your knees, fold to the floor. Take that block aside and let's flow. You know this sequence so well now. Step your left leg back, breathe in. Twist to the right, breathe out, wring yourself out. Hands down, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Plank pose, inhale. Slowly lower to the floor. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose, inhale. Chest wide, downward facing dog. This is your sequence. Right leg lifts, inhale. Let's open the hip. Yum, bend the knee, re-straighten the legs, square your hips, and step to the right thumb tip. Drop your back knee, lift your arms, lift your heart. Frame your front foot, lift your hips, straighten both legs. Parsvottanasana, step forward with your breath in. Fold down your legs. Bend your knees, round or hinge up. Reach your arms overhead and then handstand, look up. Big breath in, strong legs, scoop your belly, forward fold. Right leg back, breathing in. Twist open to the left. Hug your hips to the midline. Left hand down, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Plank pose, strong arms. Like a handstand, lower to the floor. Good, cobra pose, back bend. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifts, big breath in. Bend the knee and open the hip, breathe out. Re-lengthen the legs, squaring your hips. And then step lightly to your left thumb tip. Drop your back knee, lift your heart, big breath in, back bend. Frame your front foot, lift your hips, Parsvottanasana. And then heel toe your feet to touch. Same little wrist stretch we worked yesterday, a little modified Padahastasana, 3 breaths to stretch out your wrists. Your hands might be in line with your feet, they might be out in front of your feet. Your knees might be really deeply bent, but I really want you to get a good crease in your wrist to counter stretch. Try and spread your fingers and your thumbs wide and take one more big breath in. Shoulder blades up towards your hips, relax your neck, breathe out. Lengthen your spine, come to fingertips or fingers to shins. Fold down your legs. Chair pose, inhale. Tadasana, exhale. Reach your arms overhead, breathe in. Fold Uttanasana, exhale. Lengthen forward, inhale. Step through Chaturanga, exhaling. Cobra, or if you're feeling really open in the back, up dog. Downward facing dog, 3 deep breaths, in and out. Good. Same arms as in handstand. Think about it. Your hands press the floor just like you were pressing the sky. Arms in the same relationship to your head. Bend your knees, lift your heels, and step, or little light hop forward. Lengthen, fold down your legs. Power those legs to hinge up to stand. Big breath in, reach up. Tadasana, exhale. 2 more rounds, nice and slow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, lengthen. Keep lengthening and step to Chaturanga Dandasana. Chest forward, back bend with your inhale. Good, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Thighs pulling you up and back, taking as much work out of the wrists and arms as you can through the powering of your legs and belly. Good, one more big breath in. Bend your knees, look forward and step. Be sure you switch your feet if you step or lightly hop. You lengthen with your breath in and you fold. Hinge to stand, inhale. Tadasana, exhale. One more round. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into the back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hear your breath. In, out, in, out. Good, 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Feel the breath move up and down your spine. 1 more big breath in. At the bottom of your exhale, step, or take a little light hop, lengthen your spine. Inhale, fold down your legs, exhale. Inhale to stand, big breath in. And then hands to your heart and step your feet hip distance apart. Chair pose, inhale. We're gonna take a modified Surya Namaskara B. Sink a little deeper as you exhale. 1 more deep breath in, get a little deeper down into your legs. And then come halfway forward, torso parallel to the floor. 1 breath. Pull your belly away from your thighs and bend your knees a little deeper. Good. Options. Fingers to the floor, hands to hips. Draw your left knee into your chest and then come to a modified warrior 3. Just holding a breath. You can always bring your fingertips to the floor. Exhale here. Lunge way back in your left leg. Lift your arms up. And then open warrior 2. Full breath in. Try and get your right thigh parallel to the floor. Breathe out. Reverse warrior. Big breath in. Reach up and back as you exhale. Take 1 more big breath. Make this more of a side stretch and then extended side angle. Elbow to thigh. Left arm straight up or in line with your left ear. Full breath in. Wrap your right hip underneath you. Powerfully ground your outer back foot. And then spin your fingers down to the floor. Lift your back heel. You might need to move the right foot to the right a little. Drop the back knee. Lift your torso and bring your hands to your heart. Good. Feet are a hip distance. Left elbow, right thigh. Prayer twist to the right. Revolving extended side angle. Press your right hand into your left hand, and then you can straighten your left leg to deepen the twist, or you can keep your back knee down. 1 more deep breath in, hug your right hip underneath you. Turn and lean your shoulders a little to the left. Very nice, look down, frame your front foot, and simply step your back foot forward. Feet hip distance in Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine, fold down your legs. Good, bend your knees deeply, chair pose. Big breath in and right into Ardha Utkatasana, halfway down. Really nice. Shift your weight into the left foot, hands to hips or fingers to the floor, right knee to chest. Slowly unfurl your right leg back. That standing leg can stay bent. Hold for the exhale, hips square. Good, reach way back through the right leg. Lift your arms, big reach up to lunge and unwind to warrior 2. Full breath, inhale. Tailbone long, left knee tracking the ankle, reverse, big breath in. Bend your front knee a little more, breathe out. 1 more huge breath in, stretch your left side, elbow to knee and right arm straight up or in line with your ear. Utthita Parsva Konasana, turn the ribs a little. Good, and then frame your front foot, lift your back heel. You might need to move the left foot a little to the left. Drop your back knee and just lift your torso upright, hands to heart. And then set up the twist. Right elbow outside left thigh. Excellent. Press your left palm to your right, lean your shoulders to the right, and then one breath to maybe start to straighten your back leg. Pull your belly away from your thigh and turn. Hands frame your front foot, breathe in. Step into Uttanasana, exhale. Lengthen your spine, breathe in. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, your last one of this practice. Tadasana, exhale. So now is where you find a wall. Move your sacred space over to the wall. Take me with you. I'm going to be cat's wall. Once you get all your stuff over to the wall, your blankets, your blocks, your mat, yourself, me, set yourself up, downward facing dog, a couple of inches away from the wall. Okay, walk your feet in. See if you can bring your butt a little closer over your shoulders, and then just lift your right leg. So let's not be too precious about this. You are gonna have to do a little swinging and kicking, but I want you to think of your left hip motivating yourself to the wall. So instead of flinging your legs to the wall, I want you to think of pulling your hip to the wall. You're gonna have to do a little bounce off your bottom leg. You're gonna have to power your belly like crazy, but think of pulling your hips to the wall. Go ahead, go for it. Hips to the wall. Excellent. She's got a wall that grabs her. If you get to the wall, hooray, try and reach your heels up the wall for a breath or two, and then come back down. If you don't get to the wall, you just keep trying to make the weight transfer hips over shoulders, little hops off your bottom foot. Think of the power coming from your hips and belly, not your swinging legs. Try the other side. At least try lifting the leg. At least try making the weight transfer, shoulders over wrists, and then little tiny hops, and think of your butt pulling over your shoulders. If this is too much in your wrists, you don't do it. You just do it in your imagination. The imagination is very powerful. If you just envision yourself upside down, you'll amaze yourself at how much more feasible that might one day become. That's very lovely. Come down and rest your wrists. Give them a little stretch, give them a little shake, and we're gonna meet on our hands and knees. So we're gonna work towards a headstand. You're probably not gonna come to headstand today, but I do wanna talk about it. So come onto your forearms and interlace your fingers. Make sure your elbows are right under your shoulders. And then tuck your toes and lift your booty up like you were gonna do a down dog in your legs with your knees bent, and just let your head hang down. Try not to bring it to the floor for a moment. And then very strongly press through your elbows all the way to the outer pinkies. Now, if this feels funny in your pinkies, you can always tuck your pinky fingers into the cup of your palm. And then you're gonna let your head slowly drop to the floor, and you wanna bring the crown of your head down, right between your upper forearms. You might feel a nice connection between the base of your wrists and the back of your head. You should feel really solid in the grounding of your whole triangle, elbow, wrist, outer arm bone, hand. And then a little pressure in the head is fine. Not too much pressure ever to start. This may be plenty. If it already doesn't feel good on your neck, you just press into your forearms and you lift your head off the floor. You want to build strength in the neck really slowly and intelligently. If you feel confident and you want to move on, with knees bent, walk your toes in as much as you can, and then simply lift your right leg up and pause. We are not coming all the way up. If you feel like you can take weight off your bottom foot, you'll curl your left knee into your chest as well and just stay in an egg shape. This is all we're gonna do. The wall's there if you need it, but try to keep yourself hovering in a tight little ball and then unwind. And before you lose your mojo, lift your left leg. This is plenty. If you wanna lift your right leg as well, you make a tight little egg shape. One day you'll unwind, your legs will straighten, and you'll be in one line from crown to feet. One more breath wherever you are. Remember, you don't have to bear any weight on your head. Good, and then slowly, slowly unwind and rest in child's pose. If you feel like you want to give your neck a little stretch, you can bring your fingers to the floor, come onto the crown of your head and do a little circle on the top of your head, a little modified rabbit pose, or just rest in child's pose for a moment. And feel your nervous system quiet down. It can be super exciting to get upside down, especially at first. One more big breath in right where you are. Big breath out. And then come on up to sit on your shins. We're gonna do one slow camel pose to open the front chest. So stand up on your shins, tuck your toes. Start with your hands at your hips to remember to ground your hips down through your knees. Inner thighs roll back, tailbone roots down. And then remember, the most important thing about this pose is that the chest lifts up. The outer shoulders hug in and your heart lifts, 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 lifts. Lifts so much up and out of your lower back that you feel no compression in your lower spine. And then if you want to, and it feels really super yummy, you reach your arms back like you were hugging a big beach ball, and maybe your hands come to your heels. You never want to be ambitious about the depth of your back bend. 3 more deep breaths wherever you are. Hands on hips is a wonderful way to stay grounded and firm in your legs. The trajectory of the chest is forward and up and out of your lower back. Maybe shake your head a little bit from side to side. One more big breath wherever you are. That's so nice, cat. And then slowly unwind, sit your hips to your heels, and just sit up tall. Breathe in and breathe out. And then just sit your butt to the left, bring your feet to the right. Bring your right leg over your left. If you want to grab your blanket and put it underneath your seat, you could pop your butt up a little bit higher. And we're going to twist to the right, Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. If this isn't tense for you, you can always straighten your bottom leg. And then just hug your right thigh into your chest or bring your elbow outside your thigh and come back to the action of lengthening with your inhale and turning with your exhale. 3 more breaths, lengthening with your inhale. Try and get your right sitting bone firm. Turn with your exhale. Great. Inhale, exhale. Let's take one more. Deep breath in, lengthen. Turn as you breathe out. And then unwind, twisting left. Just switch your legs. Left leg over right. Your bottom leg can always be straight. Good. Hug your left knee into your chest or bring your right elbow outside the left thigh and then lengthen with your inhale. It's often good here to think of the hip of the leg that's on top turning forward a little. Good. So there's a little oppositional twist between the hips and the ribs. Very beautiful. 2 more deep breaths. Length on the inhale. Turn with your exhale. And 1 more deep breath in. Lengthen, 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 and turn with your breath out. Unwind. And just take your legs forward and give them a little shake out. And then a modified Paschimottanasana to close. So just like we did a couple days ago, you're going to wrap your arms around the back of your legs with your knees bent and fold your chest down your legs. Chest on thighs, thighs supporting chest. And then your head can hang. And if your head is hanging in space, it really doesn't feel good in your neck, you could grab one of your blocks and put it under your forehead, between your shin and your forehead. And let's close with final 3 deep, deep spine lengthening breaths. Inhaling length, hips firm to the floor. Exhale. Good. So your arms are wrapping, but your shoulders can be soft. Big breath in. Slow, deep breath out. And 1 more. Slow, slow, deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Unwind. You can keep a little bend in your knees. Move any blocks aside. If you've got a blanket, you can shift it under your thighs now. And then slowly roll down onto your back. Take a moment to set yourself up really well. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you. Lengthen the tips of your buttocks so your lower back is long and free. You might lift your head and move the back of your head away from the top of your shoulders so the back of the neck is long and soft. Spread your palms to the sky. And then relax your hands and your feet. Relax your arms and your legs. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your face. Let your bones be heavy and your muscles and your organs be light. And let your breath be completely soft. Shavasana. See if you can relax your physical body even a little more in these final few moments in Shavasana. And then breathe yourself up into a comfortable seat. Even if you've been closing practice on your back through these past 3 weeks, come on up to sit. Sit up well, prop your seat as you need to. Lengthen your spine, ground your hips. Take a deep breath in your nose. Clear out your mouth. And let's breathe in on 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing, 2, 1. On 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing and softening, 3, 2, 1. Out on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause the breath. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and surrender. Take a deep breath in. Open your eyes. Sigh out your mouth. So we come to the end. I'm missing you through the digital divide already. I want to thank Kat and In Absentia, our other victims. I've given you a lot of reasons to practice. I hope they're inspirational. I hope this has been inspirational. What I really want to close with is that practicing yoga, even if you start alone in your home or in your office or on the road, brings you into a huge community of yogis. And it's incredible what's happening with yoga in this country right now, in this world. 15% of American adults practice yoga. That's almost 40 million Americans. So I really encourage you to go out and find your tribe, wherever you are. Find a place to practice. A home practice is amazing, but go out and find your teacher, find your people, find your teachers, find me, find Kat. Come to Wanderlust, come to a festival. Grow your family, grow your intentional family. It's such a powerful thing to do. Whatever your age, whatever your gender, wherever you're coming from, this yoga tribe is a really exciting thing. So I encourage you, continue your home practice, but also continue your outreach. We close. I hope you do this program over and over again. It's going to be so much easier every time you revisit all these poses. Thanks, Kat.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you on the path of life. Namaste.